Hi boys and girls, we're learning about koalas today, and we learned this week that koalas and kangaroos are both marsupials. A marsupial is a mammal that carries its young in a pouch. So both the kangaroo and koala have pouches. Well, I have a really cool science activity for us to do where we're going to weigh some objects in some pretend pouches. Now, when you weigh something, you usually use a scale. Your parents might have a scale at home that you can step onto, but I bet they don't have a scale for weighing small objects, and neither does Mrs. Stewart, so we are going to make one. Would you like to make a scale with me? Something that we can weigh objects in? All you'll need is a hanger. Now, you need to have a hanger that has these little grooves on both sides, something that we can hang a piece of yarn from, okay? I've got this type of hanger. I also have this one that would work because it's got two hooks. So a hanger that you could hang something from on both sides. You'll need some yarn or heavy-duty string. And then you'll need 2 cups. I've got 2 plastic cups here. If these don't work, I might have to try a paper cup. And then of course I've got some scissors and I've got a hole puncher. You don't necessarily have to have a hole puncher, but it might make it a little easier. Off to the side, you'll see some objects that I've collected because once we make our scale, we are going to weigh different objects and decide which one is heavier. Okay, so let's get started. I think I'm going to use this hanger here. And what you want to do is you want to take your piece of yarn or your string and you want to cut 2 pieces. I've already cut 2 pieces from my string. And you are going to attach them to your cup. This is where your hole puncher might come into handy. I'm going to punch 2 holes, one on each side of my cup. So I have a hole there. I'm going to go across to the other side. It's a little tricky getting it over the ridge there. There we go. And then what you're going to do is take your piece of yarn or string and you want to tie it to that hole. Knot it up real good. Mom and Dad probably have to help with this part. Okay, so I made a knot in that side, and now I want to take my string over to the other side to go through that other hole. Now, the important thing is we want this scale to be the same on both sides. So we want to make sure that our string was the same length and that we used about the same amount. So, and that we tied it in the same spot. So I'm going to do this with my first cup. You can see it looks like this, okay? I've got a little bit of leftover string. I'm gonna cut this off. And what I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna cut off that same amount of string from this piece so that I know I'm using the same amount. Okay, so now we're gonna punch some holes in our other cup. You just need 2 holes, one on each side of the cup. Boy, it's kind of tricky using the hole puncher. I thought that might be helpful. Okay, so I'm going to knot this up, tie this string through. Go to the other side. And hopefully these will be just about the same length. Okay, so now I have my second cup that's on a string. And what you're going to do is you're going to take that hanger and you're going to slide the string into that little hook or groove that you had and do the same with this side, okay? And then what we need to do is we will need to find somewhere in the house where we can hang this, and we'll put something in each little pouch, and whichever side goes down is the side that is heaviest, right? Now, you could hang this on a doorknob or on a hook or on a bar. I actually have something here in the living room that I think is going to work. So, bear with me. I'm going to hang this from my plant hanger that's here in the house. Let me show you. Here in the corner, I've just got this plant hanger, and I think if I hook this right through, it'll hang. Okay, do you see my scale there? Okay, now I think we need to get some better lighting. So if you give me just a minute, I'm gonna move. It's kind of tricky to do all this by yourself, but thanks for being patient with me, kiddos. Okay, so I think you can see our scale a little bit better. Oh yes, okay. Now what you want to do is you want to get together some objects, some things that you want to weigh. I've got a bar of soap and some hand soap, okay? I want to see which one is heavier. So I'm gonna put the hand soap in this side. Oh, it's going down for sure. And then I'm gonna put the soap over here. Oh, which one is heavier? Which one is going down more? The hand soap. Yes, the hand soap was heavier. Okay, well, let me try two more things. My hand soap's a little stuck in here. This is where Mrs. Stewart could use some extra arms, but I don't have extra arms. I'm not an octopus. Okay, I've got an apple and an orange. I wonder which one is heavier. Which one would be heavier if I was carrying it around in my pouch? Let's see. I'm gonna put the orange in over here. Whoop, it went in. And here so far, of course that went down because there's nothing on this side. But now I'm gonna put the apple in. Check that out. Oh my goodness, they're pretty equal. They're almost the same. They weigh about the same. Very interesting. If your scale is even, then that means that they both weigh about the same amount. Okay, well, let's take out the orange. Whoop, kind of popped out there. I have one more thing that I think I will weigh. I've got some Play-Doh and my little koala. Can you see that? I apologize about the lighting, friends. Okay, so I'm gonna put the koala in one side. I think I'll put my koala over there. There's my koala. He's kind of light, and this Play-Doh's feeling kind of heavy. I'm guessing that the Play-Doh is gonna go down. It's gonna be heavier. Oh boy, it did. That Play-Doh went down. It would definitely be heavier to carry that Play-Doh in a pouch. Well, I want you to test this out. I want you to make your own scale, find some objects around your house that you could put into your scale and decide which one is heavier. If you had to carry something around in your pouch, which one would be heavier? Okay, have fun, kiddos.